jump into a race and you haven't paid the entry fee,
if you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
it's called being abandoned.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
we have the armor vent and the 4-foot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge Ultimate Response adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
Because
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
You're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
we call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
If you jump into a race and you haven't paid the entry fee,
If you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
it's called being abandoned.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
we have the armor vent and the 4-foot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge Ultimate Response adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis?
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
If you jump into a race and you haven't paid the entry fee,
If you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
that's called being abandoned.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
we have the armor vent and the 4-foot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge ultimate response, adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product, it's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis?
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
If you jump into
Welcome, football fans, to Platte-Geddes Athletic Complex, where tonight the Platte-Geddes Black Panthers will do battle with the Kadoka area Cougars. We're going to go ahead and get started with starting lines for the Black Panthers. We were a little late getting started, so we will fill you in on the Kadoka starters on the defensive side of the ball as the game's going. Starting for the Black Panthers out. A lineman at center, number 73, K. Johnson, a 5'11 senior, 210 pounds. At another guard, number 76, Riley Stegmeyer, 5'11, 210 junior. Number 54, Blaine Olson, as an offensive lineman, 6', 200 pounds senior. Number 44, Jackson Johnson, tight end, 5'10, 190 pound junior. Number 3, Ricky Connect, also at an end, 6', 290 pounds senior. Number 35, Casey Steffel, wingback, 5'10", 150 pounds senior. At one running back, number 2, Xavier Marshall, a 5'10", 170 pound junior. Fullback for the Black Panthers, Peyton Nelson, number 24, a 6', 180 pound junior. And the man running the show for the Black Panthers tonight, and homecoming king, Riley Hoffman, a 5'10", 150 pound senior. As I said, tonight marks the homecoming game for the Black Panthers. Wrapping up one of many events that took place throughout this week. We're going to go ahead and pause for the color guard and national anthem. All right, we're about ready to get underway here with kickoff. I'll just give you a quick little recap of the season thus far for the Black Panthers. Fourth contest of the 2016 season. Last week, the Black Panthers dropped a hard-fought battle to the Hanson Beavers. Hanson got out to an early lead. Platte-Geddes battled back in the second quarter, or second half, but just came up short. Prior to that, they played a quality Gregory team. 8-0 at halftime. Gregory came out, had a 30-point, I believe, second quarter to kind of widen the gap. Platte-Geddes to get on the board at the end of the game. I believe the final score of that one was 40-8. And the season opener was up in Woolsey, Wessington against defending state champs. Dropped that contest 46-0. Just want to give a quick shout out to our production team tonight. Cade Constance is running the production on the computer. Austin Severson is doing the camera work for us, and then Jared Severson's going to be the play-by-play commentator. Jared's going to fill in a little bit on the Kadoka's season thus far.
Kadoka is 0-2 with the bye week last week, and in the second week they played Phillip and lost 60-14, and their season opener against was New Underwood, and they lost 36-0.
So something has to give tonight. One of these teams is going to pick up their first win of the season. Let's hope it's the Black Panthers. As I said, it's a homecoming week here, so this kind of is the final event of homecoming. Of course, we have the homecoming dance for the students, but we got some sad news early this morning. Longtime teacher and coach for the Platte-Geddes School District and Platte School District, Mike Makuska, passed away around 4:30. Had a battle with cancer. We would just like to offer our condolences to the Makuska family and friends. Want them to know they're thinking about us. Mike had a huge impact on a lot of students and people in the community and school as well, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the Makuska family. Looks like we're having the reenactment of the kick. Platte-Geddes has won, and I believe they opted to receive. They will be headed towards the north end zone. Start the game. Looks like we kind of have the wind out of the way. I can't really see the flag. Jared, what direction is the wind coming out of tonight?
Looks to be the northwest.
Northwest wind, so Platte-Geddes will go somewhat into the wind here as they opt to take the ball first. Hopefully the Black Panthers can establish a run here in this first quarter and open up the passing game. I know Riley Hoffman had a nice game throwing the ball last week. I believe Xavier Marshall was one of his primary targets along with Trevor Sprick. So if we can open up the run here and get them playing a little soft on defense and not crowding the line, hopefully as we turn around here the second quarter, Riley will be able to air it out a little bit here. But first and foremost, we got to handle the kickoff, establish some good field position, and we got to get it done up front. That's what it takes. Football games, minimize mistakes, and just come to play. It's homecoming. These boys should be ready to go. Looks like doing the kicking for the Kadoka area Cougars, that'll be number 15, John Daly, 5'7", 140-pound sophomore. Xavier Marshall and Trevor Sprick will back to receive for the Black Panthers. Straight on kick. Going to be taken by Xavier Marshall about the 25-yard line. Xavier's still rumbling, stumbling, so nice return by Marshall to give the Black Panthers excellent field position here to start out the football game. They're going to have 1st and 10 on about the 47-yard line. For the most part, the Black Panthers seem relatively healthy. I see Hayden Saluka down there on the bench. I believe he suffered a bad concussion in a JV game on Monday night, so he's without. He does a lot for the Black Panthers. Here goes to Nelson. Nice run. Close to the first down. I think he's going to be marked down short, so that should bring up about 2nd and 1 for the Black Panthers. Nice job up front. Left side of the line, just moved the Cougars off the line, and that's what we like to see. Those interior linemen can establish control over that line of scrimmage. Peyton Nelson, Xavier Marshall, Casey Stepp, look, they could have a big night on the ground here. Kadoka looking at a 4-man front, somewhat of a 43 look. This time the give goes to Marshall. He busted outside, juking and jiving. juking and jiving. So another nice gain by Marshall there. Will give Platte-Geddes a first down here. Moves him. They're going to be on the 34-yard line and marching. Jared, you want to give our viewers a quick recap of the Kadoka defense, just the starting lineup for Kadoka here?
Looks like
we'll take care of that. We'll do that next play, okay? Looks like Hoffman's going to be under center here. Has Peyton Nelson offset to his left. Marshall right behind him. Dives to Nelson. Tries to cut it outside right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get little to no gain there. Well, looks like they give him 2, so that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Go ahead, Jared.
Number 15, John Dowley's out there at linebacker as 5'7". And David Carey is on the line. He's a 6'1" senior. And I believe that is Sage Keegan on the line also. And really can't see much more numbers.
Hoffman drops back to pass. Finds Ricky Connect on the 10-yard out, and that's going to be enough for a Black Panther first down. So little success here, both on the ground and the air here in quarter number 1. Nothing tricky about that. Riley just dropped back to pass and threw it out there. Connect was open, made the catch. First down, moved the chains. They'll be 1st and 10 on Platte-Geddes Kadoka 19-yard line. Again, Hoffman's going to be under center, offset eye. Peyton Nelson, fullback, off to his right. Marshall directly behind him. We're going to get a counter inside to Sprick. He cuts it outside. Nice job, Trevor, breaking a tackle. Nice run, number 90. That's
Joey Rogers.
Joey Rogers had him wrapped up. Sprick kept his legs going, broke tackle, sprung free for about another 8-9 yards. So nice job, Trevor, there on the inside counter. That puts the Black Panthers inside the red zone. So 1st and goal here. It's a little different formation here. Hoffman's going to go under center. He's going to have Peyton Nelson and Xavier Marshall split out to his right. Nelson directly behind him. Hoffman out of the gun, goes right up the gut to Nelson, picks up 2 or 3 before he's tackled by number 23. That's Seth Patterson. 5'11", correction, Sudbeck on the tackle.
Looks like John Dowley's getting looked at on the Cougars sideline.
That was their kicker, if I remember correctly. So 2nd down here. Platte-Geddes 2nd and goal on the 5-yard line. Same formation. He's got Steffel and Marshall off to the right. Nelson off to his left. Option. Nice read by Hoffman. Tied it, or the DN went, followed the pitch man. Rather read the defense, tucked it in for a touchdown. Platte-Geddes gets on the board first here, 6-0. 9:07 left to go in the first quarter, so great drive there, no penalties. And moving ahead every step of the way, so nice job. Good job up front by the Black Panther offensive line, moving those Kadoka defenders. Black Panthers will go for 2 here. Hoffman's going to go under center here. Looks like he's got a wing back off to the right. Nelson, handoff goes to Nelson straight ahead. He powers through. No indication there it is. Platte-Geddes successful on a 2-point conversion, and Platte-Geddes goes up 8-0 here in quarter number 1. Outstanding drive. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
The right nutrition. The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Parallel.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates?
All right, Black Panthers getting ready to kick off. That's going to be Sawyer DeGroat doing the kick, and back to return for Kadoka. That is number 80, I believe. Brian, I'm going to try this name, Letelier. I apologize to Brian for that. So Letelier, and I can't see the other one. DeGroat's kick gets over the second row's hand, picked up by, I believe that's number 14, Daniel Randall. Gets up the sideline. Decent starting field position for the Cougars here. So Kadoka will start on their own 32-yard line. They're going to come out in a shotgun formation. Running the show for them, A.J. Bent, quarterback. He's a good-sized kid, 6'3", 175-pound. We get a fumble on the snap. The ball's still loose. Recovered by Ben. Stegmeyer in there causing pressure. That's going to be a big loss for the Cougars here. We've seen how important that center quarterback exchange is in the Gregory game, where we had a couple faulty snaps and really hurt us. So that's going to bring up a second down and 16, I believe. Bent out of the gun again. Second jet sweep. That goes to number 17, Colby Enders, 5'7", 145-pound senior. Enders got the edge. Gain of about 6. That's going to still bring up about 3rd and 19. So 3rd and 19 here. Big down for the Black Panther defense. They can hold them here. You'd think that they're probably going to go to the air here. Ben has twins out to his left. Running back goes in motion again. Bench drops back to pass. Just a single set receiver. Too strong. Nearly picked off by Sprick. I think if Trevor wouldn't have tipped that, Hoffman may have got it. But that brings up a 4th down and 19 for the Cougars. They're going to bring on their punt team. Looks like Riley Hoffman's going to be back to Hoffman and Casey Steffel will be back to return the punt for the Black Panthers here. So Black Panthers look to get some good field position here to begin their second drive of the game. Now Steffel's going to go out and cover the wide out for the Cougars, so Hoffman will be back alone. Punting is, can't see their numbers very well. I want to say 22, Hunter Johnson. Nice punt. Hoffman fielded. He gets the corner. Now he tries to cut back to his right. Riley should have just kept going there. Went for the sideline. That's all right. Still good field position for the Black Panthers here. Hoffman's tackled by Paul Smiley. He's a 6'2", 140-pound senior. So Platte-Geddes will take over. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. If you're just tuning in, Platte-Geddes put together a solid drive. Their first possession of the ball game. Every play from the line of scrimmage was positive. And the defense just went 3 and out here to set them with a 1st and 10 on their 45. Hoffman's going to go over under center again. He's got Peyton Nelson split out a little bit to the left. Sweep goes to Marshall. He gets the corner. Xavier coughs up the ball. Luckily, Cade Johnson's Johnny on the spot, gets on it. So Cade's going to get about 15 rushing yards there since he recovered the fumble. So Marshall just put it out there a little too loosely and coughed it up. But like I said, Cade was Johnny on the spot. No harm, no foul, I guess. Xavier might hear about that in film on Monday. But Platte-Geddes football here now on the 40-yard line. Hoffman out of the gun again. Nelson behind him. He's got Marshall and Sprick off to his left. He's going to draw back to pass. Little X route. Throws a little bit of a duck, flailing around. Fight for it. Can't come up to it. Pass intended for Sprick. Knocked down by number 80. I believe that was number 80 on the defense there. Atelier. So that'll bring up 2nd 10. Platte-Geddes on their Kadoka 40-yard line here. Hoffman under center. in the eye. Give goes to Nelson straight ahead. He puts his head down. Nice solid gain there on second down. 6 or 7, I would say. We're going to call it 5 here, 3rd and 5 now for the Black Panthers. They've had some success on the ground, little success in the air, so we'll see what Coach Eisenbrei calls here. Peyton Foxley off to somewhat of a wingback position out to the left. I formation. Hoffman fakes it. He's going to cut up. Looked like he was going to pitch it, but he didn't have a pitch man there. So maybe somewhat of a miscommunication there. Good thing he didn't pitch it because there was nobody home. So Platte-Geddes will have a 4th and 1 here. Ball on the 33-yard line of Kadoka. Looks like Kadoka's going to stick with their 4-man front. Twins to the left. Nelson out to the right. We'll get a speed option. Nelson jukes, and I don't think he got it. So nice job contained there on that by that linebacker. I believe that was Bent coming in to make that tackle. And Platte-Geddes will turn it over on down. So nice defensive stand there by the Cougars as they will take over on the 32-yard line. Bent out of the gun. He's just going to hold it. Quarterback outside up the middle. Horde of Black Panthers on there. Looks like it was Trevor Spricken on the tackle. Blaine Olson. Riley Stegmeyer, maybe Cade Johnson. So they snipped that one out pretty well. That front line for the Black Panthers, that's going to be Jack Johnson, Riley Stegmeyer, and Ricky Connect on that right defensive end. Out of the under the center here. Ben gives it off. I don't know who came up and made that play, but somebody came and filled the hole real quick. Blaine Olson, Ricky Connect, Trevor Sprick all in there. Sniff that one out. No gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Kadoka here. Kadoka's going to go out of the gun again. One receiver to the right. He's going to roll to his right. He's just going to be a straight quarterback keeper. Tripped up there. Nice job, Trevor Sprick, getting through there, getting a hand on him. Ben's going to pick up about 4. Correction, about 1. So that'll bring up 4th and 9, and Kadoka will have punt again here. So 2 nice defensive stances by the Black Panthers. Again, Riley Hoffman will be back to return. Looks like number 20, Storm Wilcox, will be doing the punting for the Cougars. Good snap. Punt kicked out to his right. That's going to bounce. Gets Hoffman, fields it. Now he's on his way up the field. He jukes him. He's got the sideline. He has some room. Nice return by Riley, juking and jiving. Platte-Geddes will start in great field position again here. Roughly a 20-yard return there by Hoffman. Good job by the punt return team, setting up a wall. Platte-Geddes scored on their first drive. Second drive went for it on a 4th and 1 and didn't get it, so hopefully we can capitalize on that Kadoka 3 and out here. Hoffman under center, out of the eye. Gives straight ahead to Xavier Marshall. He's going to pick up about 3. 3 or 4. Looks like we have a Kadoka player shaking up a little bit. That's number 1, Paul Smiley. So it'll be about 2nd and 5. Hoffman comes under center. Offside eye, Nelson to his right. He's going to drop back to pass.
Oh.
Finds Jack Johnson wide open. Hit him in a bad spot, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Right in the hands. Jack had nothing but green grass ahead of him. And Jack wishes he had that one back. That was wide open, but we just got to forget about it and move on. Bring up 3rd down in about 6. So tough break for the Black Panthers here. 3rd and 6. Hoffman's going to go out of the gun. Peyton Nelson behind him. We got Marshall and Steffel off to the left. Hand's going to go straight ahead to Nelson. He's rumbling, stumbling, nearly breaks Storm Wilcox. Correction, Paul Smiley's tackle. Nice run there by Nelson. Picks up a 1st down, moved the chains. Nothing fancy about that. Just gives it to Nelson, lets him power away. If he broke that tackle, he may have been into the end zone. .225 left here to go in the 1st quarter. Hoffman again under center. Out of the eye. Hand's going to go ahead to Marshall. He's juking, jiving. He's going to be stopped. There's a short gain. That's number 23, Seth Patterson, 5'11", 190-pound junior. So looking at Kadoka's front here, number 23, that's Seth Patterson. They got number 64, Stanley Colbert. The right defensive end, number 90, that's Jory Rogers. A.J. Ben is the inside linebacker. Hoffman's going to drop back to pass. Somehow gets it through the Kadoka defenders, and that's going to be caught by Peyton Nelson. That was making something out of nothing there. Somehow got through the Kadoka defenders. It was kind of a wounded duck, but simply yet effective. So another 1st down. Platte-Geddes moves the chains again here. They're going to be on the Kadoka 20-yard line and marching. Kadoka's in another four-man front. Looks like a little 40-43 look. Hopping under center, out of the eye again. Hoppin runs the option, opts to keep it. Colbert came free. Met Hoffman abruptly. It looked like an option play. However, our tailback went the wrong way, so again, no pitch man. So 2nd down and about 12, 13 here. Hoffman's got Nelson to his back, 2 receivers to the right. He's going to drop back to pass. Patiently waiting. He's got Sprick near the end zone. Barely overthrew him. Nice effort by Trevor there. Just couldn't quite up with it. Couldn't quite come up with it, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13 for the Black Panthers. Nice patience in the pocket there. Riley waited for Trevor to clear. Just put a little too much on it. See what Coach Eisenbrough has dialed up for this 3rd and 13 here. He's just going to give it straight ahead to Nelson. Short gain, gets about back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be about 4th and 10, 4th and a long 10. So 4-down territory for Platte-Geddes here. Looks like Marshall's going to check into the game for Cade Starr, I believe. We're seeing a little varsity time there. But before that happens, before we come up with that 4th down play, that'll do it for the 1st quarter. Platte-Geddes leads Kadoka area 8-0 on a beautiful night for football. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Race, and you haven't paid the entry fee.
If you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
It's called being abandoned.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
We have the armor vent and the 4-foot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge ultimate response, adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product, it's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
Back to the second quarter as Platte-Geddes is at the Kadoka's 21-yard line, and it's 4th and 11. Hoffman takes the ball and fakes it to Xavier and lobs it over, and it looks like Jack Johnson tripped on that. And ball is incomplete. Turnover on downs. The ball is now to the Cougars. Back-to-back possessions for the Panthers on turnover on downs, as their first one led to a touchdown, and then their next two are turnover on downs. Looks like Bennett's gonna send Stood back in motion, and then he keeps it. Gains about 5 yards on the play and moves the ball to the 25-yard line. Be about 2nd and 5. They got one slot receiver, Bennett. Takes the snap, and it's a pass play. Oh, a trick play. As it looks like Peyton Loybe catches the ball and runs for about a total of 10 yards to give the Kadoka Cougars a first down. Looks like he just went out and then came back to the line of scrimmage. Enders in motion, and Bendit takes off and is tackled by a couple Platte-Geddes Panthers over there to get about a gain of 1 yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 on the 36-yard line. Got receivers on both ends. Ben takes the ball and passes it to Suddick, and is tackled by, it looks like, Blaine Olson. He broke the first tackle and gained about 2 yards or so. Bring up about 3rd and 7. Kadoka's at the 39-yard line. Got 2 receivers. Ben takes a snap and looking to pass. Passes to Loybe and is tackled by Olson. He's going to be close to the first down line. really close to the first down line. And the refs indicate that Kadoka has gained a first down. Kadoka at the 45-yard line. Bennett under center with two receivers out. Tailback behind him. Bennett takes snap and hands it off to number 33, Abe Herbert. And there's a few Panthers on the tackle. He gained about 2 to 3 yards on that play. Bring up about 2nd and 8. Bennett under center with fullback and a tailback and a wing out there. And it's a sweep. And he cut in the inside and breaks out for a gain, maybe a gain of 1. Bring up about 3rd and 8. Bennett in shotgun. He takes a snap, looking to pass, and he finds Reese Sudbeck. And there's 3 Panthers on the tackle. Looked like Hoffman, Olsen, and Foxley on the tackle there. Get the Kadoka Cougars bring the ball to the Panthers' 35-yard line. That was a big gain for the Kadoka Cougars. Two slot receivers. Bennett takes off and he finds Wilcox for a gain about 12 or so with Hoffman on the tackle. Brings the ball to the Platte-Geddes Panthers 22-yard line. Looks like timeout by the Black Panthers. We'll be right back after this break.
Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
And we're back. 7 minutes, 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Kadoka putting on a great drive. Looks like Reese Sudbeck. We got twins on the right. Bennett takes the snap, looking to pass. And looks like the pass is incomplete. He was open too. If Bennett would have thrown it a little higher, I think he would have been able to catch that. Brings up 2nd and 10. It's Black Panthers 22-yard line. Kadoka's having success through the air on this drive. Looks like we got twins to the right and running back. Bennett takes a snap. And he's looking to throw deep, and it's picked off. But it looks like by Ricky Connect. That's a huge pick by the Black Panthers as Kadoka was putting on a well drive, and it looked like they were going to score there. That puts the Platte-Geddes at their own 2-yard line. Huge turnover. And we'll see what Black Panthers can do as the last 2 drives have been turnover on downs. And it looks like we have a timeout by the Kadoka Cougars. We'll be back.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know FarmCo locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. FarmCo, feeding your future.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand.
Action as the Platte-Geddes Panthers just picked off Kadoka Cougars, and they're at their own 2-yard line now. 7 minutes, 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Looks like we have Marshall as running back and Peyton Nelson as fullback. Hoffman takes it, hands it to Nelson, who runs up the middle, and looks like Brian Letter put the finishing tackle on him as Nelson was tripped. That was a great run up the middle for Nelson. Looks like he gained about 9 yards or so to make it 2nd and 1. Panthers finding success with the running game. Hoffman's under the center, and he takes a snap and fake pitches it to Marshall and hands it off to, looked like Trevor Sprick for a gain of maybe about 2 yards to give the Black Panthers a first down at about the 13-yard line. Hoffman under center, and looks we got an I formation. Hoffman pitches it to Marshall, who's got some running room, and he splits up middle and breaks a couple tackles and gets to about the 25-yard line for a first down for the Platte-Geddes Panthers. There's multiple Cougars on the stop there. That was a great run by Marshall there. Puts the ball about the 25-yard line. Looks like we're staying with the same formation. It's Hoffman under center, and we got Nelson at fullback and Marshall at running back. Hoffman drops back to pass and finds Connect and just overthrows Connect. Connect may have been in the end zone if Hoffman wouldn't have put too much on it. Brings up a 2nd and 10 at the Kadoka Cougars 25-yard line. Hoffman just overthrew him just by a little bit there. Sticking with the same formation, the I formation. Nelson at fullback, Marshall at running back, and Hoffman hands off to Marshall, who cuts up the middle and Looks like he gains another first down, and looks like David Carey was the one who made the stop there. Marshall had a nice cut there to get some open room, and gains the Black Panthers another first down. The ball's about the Kadoka Cougars 36-yard line. Hoffman under center. Hoffman takes it, hands it off to Marshall, and he's got lots of running room. And it looks like Paul Smiley and Letter were both on the stop there, as Marshall had another big game. He puts the Panthers on their own. Oh, my bad. He puts them on the Cougars' 47-yard line now. First and 10 for the Black Panthers. Hoffman in shotgun. He throws a screen to Trevor Sprick, who runs up the middle and's finding a few blocks and stopped by, looked like, Stanley Colbert for a gain of about 8. Brings up about second and 2. Panthers putting a good drive together as the run game shows to be working against the Cougars here. Looks like we're in I formation. Hoffman hands it off to Marshall, who runs up the middle for a gain of about 4 yards or so to get the Black Panthers the first down. Ball's at the 37-yard line. Oh, the ball is actually about the 34-yard line. Timeout by the Kadoka Cougars. We'll be right back.
The universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hill State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hill State University, where anything is possible.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves Bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment.
And we're back with some more football action as the Black Panthers are putting a drive together that's working pretty well, with the run game showing to be unstoppable. The ball's at the 34-yard line with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Hoffman takes the snap and muffles it a little bit and cuts inside. He did an option and he kept it himself. And he gains about 5 yards on the play to bring up 2nd and 5. Hoffman juggled the snap there. Panthers at the 34-yard line. No, at the 29-yard line, actually. Hoffman takes the ball, and it looks like another option, and pitches it to Nelson, who's got lots of running room along the side. And he breaks the tackle, and pushed out of bounds by multiple Cougars there, and that was a nice run by Nelson. Hoffman pitched it at the right time to give Nelson the opportunity to get the sideline. Brings up another first down for the Panthers. Looks like the ball is at about the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Black Panthers. Hoffman under center, followed by Nelson and Marshall. He hands off to Nelson, who's got some well blocks, and it runs for about, it was close to 9 to 10 yards, which will bring up 2nd and 1. Our offensive line is creating some pretty good holes and making some great blocks out there tonight. About 7-yard carry there. Hoffman under center, followed by Nelson and Marshall again. And he hands off to Nelson again, who looks to have gained the first down here. He's about the 4-yard line. And then back-to-back same plays, both produce yards, and Panthers have 1st and goal now at the 4-yard line. Timeout, Black Panthers. We'll be right back.
Built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
And we're back with some more football as Platte-Geddes Panthers putting a well drive together, going all the way to the length of the field as we start at our own 2-yard line off an interception by Ricky Connect. We're down at the 4-yard line now. Hoffman hands off to Nelson, who gets into the end zone. Back-to-back-to-back plays, which produce great results for the Panthers. That was a great drive by the Black Panthers. Their run game just showed dominance over Cougars' defense there. Panthers going for 2. Hoffman under center, followed by Nelson Marshall, who fakes Nelson, and Marshall looks to have gotten the 2-point conversion to put the score 16-0, Platte-Geddes. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Panthers drove 98 yards there to score the touchdowns. Again, Ricky Connect had an interception as Kadoka Cougars were putting on a great drive. And we drove the whole length. It looked like Kadoka didn't have an answer to our run game there as we put the ball on the ground and we produced yards out of every drive or every handoff we put in. Platte-Geddes is going to kick off. Looks like to Peyton Loibier and Brian Letter. Sawyer DeGroat doing the kickoff for the Platte Panthers. Kadoka's last drive was an interception by Ricky, and the ones before that were results in punts. The girl with the looks like an onside kick, and Panthers nearly recover as Richard Lamont lands on the ball. The Panthers have just about got that. So Cougars will start their drive at pretty good field position. So they're at their own 37-yard line. Kadoka sends a guy in motion, and looks like Bennett's going to take it for himself, and he's got some room, and Hoffman came up and made a nice tackle there for a loss of about a yard, which will bring up about 2nd and 11 for the Kadoka Cougars. That was a great play by Hoffman, as it looked like Bennett's going to have some running room along the sideline. Hoffman shed a tackle and made the tackle. Cougars with 1 timeout, and the Panthers with 1 timeout with 1:49 left. Bennett's got one receiver who goes in motion, takes a snap and hands it off, and oh, we got a flag on the play. Looks like we got a false start on the play, which will bring up 2nd and 16. It's the first flag of the game. I'll back them up 5 yards. It's a big penalty, as you don't have much time to work with, and you get put back more yards than what you started with. Second and 16 for the Kadoka Cougars at the 31-yard line. They got a slot receiver who puts them who goes in motion. Bennett looks to run. He decides to pass, and he puts the long ball out, and Hoffman nearly comes up with the interception just off his fingertips, and it's batted down. The intended receiver for that play was Storm Wilcox, 6'1" senior. That was a great stop by Hoffman there to realize that. Also looked like Steffel was on him too. Brings up 3rd and 16 for the Cougars. This will be a pass situation, I would believe. Kadoka only puts 3 on the line and has 4 receivers. Bennett takes the snap, and Panthers rush him, and the ball, a ref is indicating that it was an incomplete pass, but they're deciding if it was an incomplete pass there or a fumble. Looks like it was a fumble on the play. That was a great job by the Platte-Geddes defense, as they forced a fumble as the quarterback was just about to throw. I couldn't see who forced it, but puts them in excellent field position with 1:13 left in the quarter. They got 1 timeout. They're at about the 27, 28-yard line. All Kadoka's receivers were just going out for the long bomb. Hoffman out in shotgun with, I believe, Nelson behind him. Looking to pass. No, off the fingertips of Marshall, and it looked like it was about picked off by number 24, Kalen Block. Bring up 2nd and 10. Kadoka sticking with the 4 men on the line. Hoffman and shotgun again. I believe that is Nelson behind him. Hoffman scrambles to his left, looks for the bomb to Trevor, and he makes a great catch. That was a great catch by Trevor Sprick for the touchdown. That was a well-passed ball by Hoffman, and Trevor came down with a great catch. That was about a pass of 27 yards. Sprick just looked like what was a post and just got open on the slant part. 22-0, Platte-Geddes Panthers. That was a very quick drive by them. So it only took about 12 seconds off the clock, I believe. And they're going for 2 here. I formation. Hands it off to Nelson, who is stopped by the Kadoka Cougars defensive line. I have a feeling they knew that one was coming, as they seem well prepared for that. And we'll be back for the kickoff.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know FarmCo locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. FarmCo, feeding your future.
And we're back with some more football action as Platte-Geddes is kicking off. Sawyer Grote will be doing the kicking, and looks like Letta will be receiving, and so will be Loibier. Platte-Geddes just scored on a touchdown pass from Hoffman to Sprick after a fumble on the Kadoka Cougars as the quarterback was going back to pass, and a Panther just stripped it from him. And it looks like kick shorter by Colby Enders returns it, and he only brings about 5 yards. The Cougars still get out to the 41-yard line. 54 seconds left in the second quarter, and they have 1 timeout left. The last 2 possessions have ended in turnovers, as Connect came up with an interception one time, and the last time was a fumble, and both times the Panthers have taken advantage of it and scored on both of them. One with the Nelson run and one with Hoffman Sprick touchdown pass. Kadoka with like an I formation setup. They hand the ball off and then stopped immediately. Looks like I couldn't quite tell who was the running back on that play. It looked like Reese Sudbeck. He was immediately stopped by the Platte-Geddes' defensive line and a few linebackers there, possibly Ricky Connect and Jack Johnson and Xavier Marshall, possibly Riley Stegmeyer. Cougars out with a single wide receiver out, and they hand off, and quarterback takes off to the right and gains about 4 yards or so to bring up 3rd and 6. 10 seconds left in the second quarter. It looks like the Cougars are just going to let the time run out for the second quarter. And that's the end of the second quarter. And we'll be back to give you a recap after a few minutes or so.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
If you jump into a race and you haven't paid the entry fee,
If you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
it's called being a bandit.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
we have the armor vent and the 4-foot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge Ultimate Response adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
If you jump into a race and you haven't paid the entry fee,
If you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
it's called being abandoned.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
we have the armor vent and the 4-foot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge ultimate response, adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product, it's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
Yeah, I'm married.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product, it's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know FarmCo locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. FarmCo, feeding your future.
Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
If you jump into a race and you haven't paid the entry fee,
If you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
it's called being abandoned.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
we have the armor vent and the 4-foot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge ultimate response, adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product, it's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know FarmCo locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. FarmCo, feeding your future.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
If you jump into a race and you haven't paid the entry fee,
If you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
that's called being a bandit.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
we have the armor vent and the forefoot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge Ultimate Response adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
If you jump into a race and you haven't paid the entry fee,
If you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
that's called being a bandit.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
we have the armor vent and the forefoot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge Ultimate Response adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
Welcome back, Panther fans. And to recap the first half of the game, the Panthers elected to receive the ball, and on their first drive, Hoffman went in for the speed option. He just took it himself for about 6 yards for the first score, which brought the score 8-0. Then Kadoka had a punt and shifted back and forth. Panthers lost or turned it over on downs after 4th and 1. Kadoka punted again, and the Panthers still couldn't have an answer to it. And then Kadoka, after receiving Panthers punt or turnover on downs, they drove down the field just to have it intercepted by Ricky Connect at the 2-yard line. The Panthers then went the whole length of the field to find the touchdown to bring the score 16-0 on a Nelson fullback dive. The run game showed dominance on that possession. And then after the kickoff, the Kadoka Cougars were trying to drive it down the field, so they tried passing it. And the Panthers defense showed too strong as they forced a fumble on the quarterback as he was just about to throw, which brought the Panthers to about 27 to 37 yard line, which gave them great field position to score again. And Hoffman found Sprick in the end zone to bring the lead 22-0, which is now to the start of the third quarter. Again, this is homecoming week for the Panthers, as the volleyball team play the Cologne Cowgirls on Tuesday, and they came victorious out of 3 sets to nothing. They had a great game that night also, and that kind of wraps up, besides this game, that wraps up all the games for homecoming week for us. The parade was today, and they listed off all the winnings. And the Kadoka Cougars will be receiving the ball first in the third quarter. There's still a slight breeze from the northwest, and it's perfect temperature for football tonight. It is gorgeous out there. As teams finish breaking down and getting to their respective sidelines, they're starting to get ready for the start of the third quarter. And it looks like we have a full moon out tonight also. Panthers had back-to-back drives, just showed great dominance, and Kadoka Cougars are looking for an answer back to this. Both defense and offense, they can't get anything going for them. We'll see if they can get something going in the third quarter on their offense and see if they can answer the Platte-Geddes Panthers run. I'll be right back and when the kickoff starts.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves Bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product, it's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know FarmCo locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. FarmCo, feeding your future.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders...
And we're back with some more football as the Platte-Geddes Panthers are going to kick off to the Kadoka Cougars. Cougars will be heading towards the south end zone, and the Panthers will be heading towards the north end zone. Back to receive for the Kadoka Cougars are, I believe, the same two are Letterier, and I believe the other one was Loybiel. DeGroat doing the kicking for the Platte-Geddes Black Panthers. The kick goes to Loybier, who has a few blockers in front of him and has a nice hole and hurdles the kid. And Foxley and it looks like Steffel were on the tackle there. Louisville with about a 10 to 15 yard return. Ball's at the Cougars 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. We'll see if they have anything in store, as their last 2 possessions have turned into turnovers, which results in the Panthers getting 2 touchdowns out, both touchdowns in both of those possessions that they gained. And it's a pass by Bennett, and he rockets one to Reese Sudbeck, who it hit the tip of his hands and just fell down, and we got a flag on the play. The ref's talking it over down there. Looks like face mask on the Panthers. Ref was going the wrong way there. Only a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 5 for the Kadoka Cougars at the 40-yard line, 45-yard line. Got receivers on both ends, and Bennett hands off to Patterson, who gains about 5 yards on the play. And I didn't see what Panther hit him, but someone tripped him up. And the Cougars get a 1st down, 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Bennett in an I formation takes the snap and hands it off to the fullback, who is Patterson again. And he was tackled by Ricky Connect down there. Gain of only about 2 yards, 3 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd and 7. Cougars coming to the line. The Panthers 47-yard line. Bennett play action pass, and he finds an old receiver who's Wilcox, who is Hoffman trips him up, but there is a flag on the play, and it looked like Bennett was over the line of scrimmage there. If this is against the Cougars, this is a big penalty against them, as they got the ball down to the 16-yard line. Looks like holding on the Cougars. Bennett was also very close to passing over the line of scrimmage there, which would have brought them back even farther. The ball's at now in Cougars territory at the 43-yard line. Brings up 2nd and about 17. Bennett under center in an I formation. He fakes the handoff, and he passes back to the person he faked the handoff to, and looks like Reese Sudbeck just couldn't quite catch it there as it was in and out of his hands. He'll bring up 3rd and 17 for the Cougars. Looked like the Cougars there just faked off the handoff, and the running back just kind of did a screen out there and was wide open and just dropped the ball. He wouldn't have gotten very far, as Ricky Connect was out there and so was Steffel. Cougars 3rd and 17 need to make up some yards here for that penalty that costed them a huge gain. Bennett in shotgun, he takes the snap, and here comes Ricky and puts a hit on him, and he dumps the ball off, and Blaine tackles. Looks like Jory Rogers. He just did a little slant in, and he didn't gain much. He gained about a yard. Bring up 4th and 16. Connect putting pressure on the quarterback there. Just about got him before he threw the ball, but Olsen was right there for the tackle. Hoffman back to receive the punt. Steffel guarding the one receiver out to the right. Looks like Wilcox was the punter. Hoffman catches off the bounce and shakes a few, makes a few miss, and he's brought down about the 35-yard line by 2 Cougars. Panthers at their own 35 to start the drive off. We'll see if if this possession can turn into like their last 2. So they both resulted in touchdowns for the Panthers. That was a huge penalty by the Cougars, as they were down in Panthers territory in the red zone, but there was a holding call which brought them back into their own territory, and they couldn't get out of it. Hoffman in an I formation with Nelson at fullback and Marshall at running back. Hands off to Nelson, and he breaks a few tackles and gains about 5 yards, and it takes a couple Cougars to bring him down. I'll bring up about 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 40-yard line. They've gone to that play multiple times tonight, and it's gotten them positive yardage every time they've gone to it. Cougars don't have an answer to that play. Panthers in the I formation. Majority of their plays have been ran in this formation tonight. Hoffman throws it. It was meant for Marshall, but he didn't quite get in, and Marshall, no one was paying attention, but Marshall saw the ball roll across his feet, and he quick dove on it. That was very close. That could have been very bad for the Panthers. So Hoffman just pitched it to his left, and it went right in between the fullback and the halfback there. Puts the Panthers at 3rd and 13 at their own 32-yard line. Heads up play by Marshall there to jump on the ball. I don't know if Hoffman was intending the fullback there or the halfback, because it was more towards the fullback. Hoffman shotgun. He's got 2 receivers. And he fakes a handoff and lobs it to Ricky, who tries to make a one-handed catch. Couldn't quite. Number 80, Brian Letter, was covering Connect on it and did a great job on covering him. Brings up 4th and 13 for the Black Panthers. They're at their own 32-yard line. And it looks like the Panthers are going to punt. DeGroat doing the punting for the Panthers, and it looks like number 20, Storm Wilcox, is back there to receive the punt from DeGroat. DeGroat takes a snap and punts it down the field. Wilcox catches it, and he's got some open field to work with, and a few Black Panthers close that up. About a 15, 14-yard return on that. Puts the Cougars in great position. Puts Platte-Geddes territory at about the 47-yard line, 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Bennett on his center. And it looks like Abe Herber is behind him, and it looks like Abe took the handoff and was stopped by a few Panthers there. Looks like Olsen and Stegmeyer and Connect around the tackle there. He gained about 2 to 3 yards on that play, which brings up about 2nd and 8 at the Platte-Geddes 44-yard line. Bennett under shotgun. Receivers on both sides of him. And it's a pass. And Bennett lobs it down, and number 90, Joey Rogers, makes a great catch, which brings the Cougars down to the 10-yard line. Puts the Cougars about first and goal, I would say it's first and goal. Cougars with a big play there. Rogers was wide open. Kadoka in a shotgun formation again with single receiver. And the quarterback keeps it himself and runs out the middle. Looks like he gained about a yard or so. Looks like Connect was there for the tackle. He made a great job coming up and making the tackle there. Puts the ball about the 9-yard line. Gain of about a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. No, 2nd and goal. Looks like Kadoka has single and then motion, and the quarterback runs for about 4 yards or so. Bennett with the run. Gain about 4 yards. They're at the 5-yard line now. 3rd and goal. Kadoka needs a touchdown here to keep things in hand. Bennett under center with Herbert, and right behind him and 2 receivers out, one left. Left one goes in motion. Bennett takes a snap, and it's a pass. He's looking for his receiver, and and what a catch by number 21, Reese Sudbeck. It was tipped by a Black Panther player, and Sudbeck bobbled it a few times and somehow came up with the catch, falling to the ground. That was a great catch by Sudbeck there, which brings the score 22-6. Cougars getting on the board now. Cougars had great field position to start after a punt return and a few running plays, and then Bennett found Rogers to get him down to the 10, and now Bennett found Sudbeck in the end zone for a great catch. They're going for 2. Bennett looks for, fires it to Storm Wilcox, and Storm Wilcox catches it for the 2-point conversion. Brings the score 22-8. We'll be right back.
Inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably, and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City, stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves Bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
And we're back with some more football action as the Kadoka Cougars just got on the board after a great catch by Reese Sudbeck from A.J. Bennett. That was about a 50-yard drive for the Cougars. Responding back to the Panthers. And it looks like number 22, Hunter Johnson, I believe, is doing the kicking for the Cougars with Marshall and Sprick back to receive. Johnson kicks it to Sprick, who muffs the kick but maintains possession and found a hole and is tackled by number 23, Seth Patterson. Panthers looking for a score here as their last possession turned into a punt, which the Kadoka Cougars just took it right back and scored a touchdown on the play. Panthers at the 37, at their own 37-yard line. 5 minutes and 1 second left in the third quarter. 22-8, Black Panthers. First and 10. Panthers in an I formation. Hoffman under the center. Marshall running back. Hoffman pitches to running back, and Marshall runs along the sideline. It looks like number 1, Paul Smiley, is there for the tackle after a gain of about 3. That brings up about 2nd and 7. Panthers found some dominance on the run game. So they've just been running the ball all over the field tonight. Hoffman in shotgun with, I believe, Nelson right behind him and 2 receivers out to the right, which look like Marshall and Sprick. Hoffman, they run a speed option. Hoffman pitches to Nelson, who runs up the middle and gains about 5 yards on the play, which brings up 3rd and 2 at the Panthers' 46-yard line. Hoffman looks to be under center in an I formation with Nelson at fullback, Marshall at running back. Hoffman pitches to Marshall, who gets to the outside and kind of turns back to the inside a little bit. It looks like number 44 was there for the tackle, which is A.J. Bennett. Marshall got the first down for the Panthers, though. Then move the chains. The ball is at Kadoka Cougars, about 47, 48-yard line. Hoffman shotgun with Nelson behind him. 2 receivers to the right. Hoffman gets the snap and is passing and nearly picked. Oh, it's off of Kadoka's corner's hands and into another one. Looks like Paul Smiley was there for the interception, and it bounced off, I believe, Storm Wilcox's hands. Storm Wilcox just about had the interception himself, but hit his hands and it bounced straight up, and Paul Smiley was right there for the catch. Puts the Cougars at the Panthers' 42-yard line. It looked like Marshall was just running in, and Hoffman just threw it, and looked like Wilcox just stepped ahead and it bounced off his chest, and Smiley was right there. It was great awareness by Smiley. Kadoka in an I formation. Bennett takes snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking for a receiver, and here comes 2 Black Panthers, and looks like Sprick on the first initial pressure, and Bennett dodging Sprick. And then Olsen comes in for the second pressure, who put a hit on while the quarterback was throwing. It was an incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10. Bennett in shotgun with, I believe, Abe Herbert to his right. 2 receivers, or 1 receiver on each side. Bennett's looking for the pass, and Panthers put pressure on again, and Hoffman picks off Bennett this time. Hoffman, who just threw a pick, just got a pick back. Hoffman just looked like the receiver was just doing a curl, and Hoffman read it perfectly and just stepped up and made the catch. Hoffman's tackled about the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers are looking to do something with the ball now. As I said, the Panthers had an interception their last possession, and the one before that was a punt, so they're 0 for 2 in this quarter on possession-wise. Hoffman under center. Takes the ball and hands it off to Marshall, who gets to the outside, who has wide open room. And it looks like number 20, Storm Wilcox, was there for the initial tackle, and looked like 64 also helped Stanley Colbert. Marshall with the gain of about 11 yards. Get the Panthers a first down. The ball's at the 48-yard, at Kadoka Cougars' 48-yard line. Same formation. Hoffman's under center with Nelson at fullback and Marshall at running back. Hoffman takes a snap and he's looking to pass. He has to throw it quick as the Kadoka Cougar just ran straight up the middle and nobody even blocked him. Hoffman had to throw off his back foot. It was intended for Sprick and he just put the pass too short. And Sprick made a nice dive effort but couldn't quite come up with it. So Hoffman underthrew him. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Hoffman under center with, I believe that is, can't quite tell who's out at receiver. Looks like Foxley, and Nelson runs up the middle for about 10 yards as Hoffman just hands it off and Nelson runs right up the middle. It's very close to a first down. It's a gain of 9 yards, brings up 3rd and 1 for the Panthers at the Cougars' 40-yard line. Cougars need to stop defensively here. We got one slot receiver out. Oh, and looks like Casey Steffel has a false start as he jumped, but a bunch of Cougars jumped also. We'll wait for the call here. And we got a false start on the Black Panthers as Steffel just jumped the gun. That'll back him up 5 yards, which will bring up 3rd and 6. So a short yard situation turns into a mid-yard situation. Sticking with the same formation, Steffel's still out there. And Hoffman hands off to the fullback, Nelson, who gets about to where they originally were, about the 40-yard line, which bring up about 4th and 2. Gain of about 4. It looks like, I believe the Panthers are going for it on 4th and 2. They're at the Cougars' 41-yard line. In I formation. Hoffman just pitches it to Marshall, who runs to the side and picks up the first down. He gained about 3 to 4 yards on that run. Gain of a first down for the Panthers. Big run by Marshall there. .51 seconds left in the third quarter. The Panthers lead 22-8. Panthers with a fresh set of downs at the Cougars' 37-yard line. Looks like Foxley in that wingback. Hoffman takes a snap, fakes it to Nelson, and he finds Ricky Connect wide open, who makes a catch, and he's in for the touchdown. Hoffman with a 37-yard touchdown pass to Ricky Connect. That was just Hoffman showing great patience, waiting for Connect to get open, and great catch by Ricky as he extended his arms out all the way to catch that one. That'll bring the score to 28-8, Panthers. Panthers scoring on a Kadoka Cougars turnover as Hoffman picked off the Kadoka Cougars turnover, gets Kadoka Cougars to get the ball back into our possession. Hoffman takes a snap, and he's just gonna, it was an option, but the ball went high and Hoffman had to go up the middle and stop by Cougars. Puts the score 28-8, and be right back.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know FarmCo locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. FarmCo, feeding your future.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are...
And we're back with some more Platte-Geddes football as the Panthers just scored. DeGroat kicking off to Lydier and I believe Loybiel. Panthers just scored on a Kadoka Cougars turnover as Hoffman picked off the Cougars, and the Panthers drive right down the field for Hoffman to find Connect and for the end zone. Sawyer's kick is a little short, and Cougars find a hole, and looks like number 11, Peyton Foxley, was there for the tackle. The Cougars start the ball at their own 46-yard line. 28-8, 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Cougars' last possession turned into a turnover as Hoffman picked off Bennett. Bennett shotgun with Abe to his right in motion, and it looks like it's a speed option, and quarterback keeps himself, and it looks like the Panthers stripped it, but I don't think the ref saw it. It looked like number 24, Peyton Nelson, just took the ball from Bennett and landed on it, but the refs say that he was down, and it's Cougar ball at the 46-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll be right back.
Yeah, Mary. Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
If you jump into a race and you haven't paid the entry fee,
If you just hop in and you don't have a bib number and you just run with it illegally,
it's called being abandoned.
The Charge Bandit is the first stability offering in our run long segment.
we have the armor vent and the 4-foot maximum breathability. We paired it with the Charge Ultimate Response adaptive cushioning. If you go to the medial side, you'll see a stability post here, and we've done stability kind of in our own way where we're more guiding the foot.
This shoe provides a light stability platform for the runner.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product, it's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
And we're back with the final quarter of play left to play. 12 minutes left as Kadoka is down. As in the third quarter, Kadoka put 8 points on the board, but Panthers also put 8. And the first half, or no, the Panthers only put 6. And in the first half, the Panthers scored 22. Cougars have the ball at the 47 yard, at their own 47. Bennett takes a snap and he looks in pass, and I don't know. Looks like the pass was intended for number 18, Peyton Loybiel, but it was incomplete as right once he caught it, a Panther hit him and he just dropped the ball. The Cougars like that play where they fake the handoff, run the one way, and send a guy back to the line of scrimmage on the opposite side of the field. It's worked for them multiple times tonight. Brings up a 3rd and 8 for the Kadoka Cougars at the 47-yard line. Bennett in shotgun with Herbier to his right, and receivers on each side. And it looks like it's a little curl, and the pass is completed to number 21, Reese Sudbeck. And the tackle is made by, I believe, number 44, Jack Johnson, who made a great effort to come back and get him. That's enough for a first down for the Cougars. Puts the ball in the Panthers' territory. Bennett launched that one into Sudbeck, and it was enough for the first down. Same formation, receivers on both sides, and running back. Oh, now we got motion, and it's a jet sweep as number 20 takes the ball. Storm Wilcox takes it, and he's tackled, and there's a bunch of Platte players saying that they have the ball now. But it seems that the refs are talking it over. It was a loss of about a yard or two. Panthers players say it was their ball. I couldn't see what happened as there was a pile up. And it's still Cougars ball. 2nd and 11 at the 41, 42 yard line. The Cougars, Bennett under center with Herbier, two right behind him, and receivers on both sides, and they send a receiver in motion, and he does a flat run, and he's stopped immediately for a gain of about 2 yards, about where they originally started the drive. So it's about 3rd and 10. Looked like Olsen was on the tackle there. Looked like that receiver just kept running straight across after the motion, and they just threw the ball down to him. Third and 10 for the Cougars. Bennett with two receivers to the right and running back to his right also. Bennett takes snap, and the Panthers are rushing, and it's picked off by Jack Johnson. No, Peyton Nelson, I believe. And he's running, and it looks like he'll get all the way to the end zone. Yeah, Nelson intercepts Bennett and returns it all the way to the touchdown. That was a great read by Nelson as he just stepped up and caught the ball from right before it got to the receiver, and he just took it all the way. Nobody could catch up to him once he hit the sideline. It's a great read and great play by the Panthers. Great defense. Panthers going for two now. That puts the score at 34-8 with a 9:46 left in the fourth quarter. Hoffman shotgun with Nelson right behind him. Got twin receivers to the right. Hoffman takes it, and it's muffed, and Hoffman picks it right back up, but is tackled immediately by three Kadoka Cougars, and the two-point conversion has failed. It is 34-8 now, and we'll be right back.
Prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hill State University, where you can earn your degree affordably, and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City, stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hill State University, where anything is possible.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves Bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
And we're back to some more football as DeGroat will kick off to Ladier and Louisville still, as the Panthers just scored on an interception by Peyton Nelson, who returned it all the way, and the two-point conversion was failed. DeGroat with the kick, and he kicks it to number 22, Hunter Johnson, who is brought down immediately by the Panthers. It looked like number 22 for the Black Panthers, which is Cade Starr, made the tackle. A great tackle by Cade Starr to get down the field and stop him immediately. Cougars starting off at their own 25-yard line. They need a score here to stay in the game, as there's only 9:39 left in the game. And it looks like Bennett's under center with a fullback and halfback behind him, and there's possible wing. There is a wing back there. And he fakes the handoff and keeps it himself, and he's just going to run to the right, and he just keeps going. And it looks like Hoffman and Foxley were on the tackle there. There was a rush for about 10 yards, and the refs indicate that is a first down for the Kadoka Cougars. They are now at the 35-yard line. Same formation for the Cougars. Bennett takes a snap and hands it off to the fullback, who is stopped immediately by the Black Panthers defensive line. Looked like Connect and Sawyer DeGroat were on the stop there, and possibly a few others. They stopped him immediately for a gain of maybe a yard. It's about second and a long 9. Bennett in shotgun with Abe to his right, sends the receiver in motion, and it's a jet sweep, and he hands it off, and number 20, Storm Wilcox, cut back inside from gained about a yard or so, which will bring up about 4th and 8, my bad. Correction, it is 3rd and 8. Cougars with Bennett in shotgun and 2 people to his right. Sends a receiver in motion, and he hands it off to, I believe, number 22, Hunter Johnson, who runs up the middle from, I would say he got back to the line of scrimmage, which will bring up 4th and 8. Connect with the stop there. Brings up 4th down. At the ball is at the Kadoka Cougars' own about 44-yard line. No, about the 38-yard line. Bennett in shotgun. He takes the snap, and he's looking deep. Bennett sends it deep to number 20, which is Storm Wilcox, and he comes up with a great catch as Casey Steffel and Riley Hoffman were both right on him. And Bennett put that in the perfect spot right in between both of them, and Hoffman and Steffel put a hit on Wilcox, and he held on to the ball for a big gain, which puts the Kadoka Cougars down into the Panthers' own 29-yard line. About 28-yard line, actually. That's a big gain for the Kadoka Cougars. Cougars come out in shotgun formation with receivers on both sides and running back to the right. Bennett takes a snap, and he's rolling to the right, and he throws it. And just off the hands of Storm Wilcox again. Just off the tops of his hands. He couldn't quite hold on to that one, as I believe Steffel was on the coverage there. Brings up 2nd and 10. Cougars at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Cougars putting a great drive together on this possession. So they found Wilcox deep on a 4th and 7. Bennett takes a snap, and he's looking for his receiver, and miscommunication between him and Sudback, as Sudback was doing a slant, and Bennett threw it behind him, uncatchable ball for Sudbeck, which will bring up 3rd and 10. Ball's at the 27-yard line. Cougars coming out with receiver to the right, running back, and a wing back. Sends the receiver in motion. Bennett takes a snap, and he's rolling to the right. And he's looking for his receiver, and he overthrows Kobe Enders, who was wide open. He overthrew him. If he didn't overthrow him and Enders would have been able to catch that, it would have been a touchdown for the Cougars. As now it brings up a 4th and 10 as Bennett overthrew him. It's a crucial 4th and 10 for the Cougars, as if they want to stay in the game. They're going to have to do a lot of quick scoring, though, as there's only 6:32 left in the game. Bennett in shotgun with Herbier to his left and 2 receivers, one to his right, one to his left. Bennett takes a snap. He's looking for a receiver, and there's pressure. And looks like Storm Wilcox makes a great jumping catch to snag it in, and he held on to it as he hit the ground. It was a great catch by him. 2 great catches on this drive by the Cougars, one by Wilcox and one by Sudbeck. It's 1st and goal, the ball at the 10-yard line. Cougars looking to score here. Cougars finding success in the passing game on this drive. Same formation. Receiver goes in motion. Bennett takes a snap. He's looking for number 20, Storm Wilcox, but underthrows him. And a Panther nearly intercepted, as one of them may have gotten their hands on it on a dive. It brings up 2nd and 10. Well, 2nd and goal, actually, because the ball is at the 10-yard line. Cougars come out in an I formation. Bennett takes a snap. Fakes the handoff, is looking for a receiver, and just overthrows it. And Hoffman, one-handed, intercepts it. They're calling it incomplete. It looked like Hoffman had the interception there as he fell to the ground. All around great effort by Hoffman, but there are flags on the field. Hoffman nearly intercepting it. It looked like from up here that he did, but the refs say that the ball hit the ground. Looks like there's holding on the Cougars, which will push them back 5 yards. Now it is it appears that actually pushes them. Oh, there's 2 penalties, 2 holds by the Cougars as it pushes them back 10 yards. So the Cougars are now at the Panthers' 20-yard line. 2nd and 10. Well, 2nd and goal, actually. Cougars come out with a receiver to the right, and running back to the left, and wing back, and the quarterback just keeps himself and is stopped immediately by number 76, which I believe is Riley Stegmeyer. Yes, it is. And he is immediately stopped by Stegmeyer. Great tackle by Stegmeyer to get through the block, get off his block and tackle the quarterback for a loss of about a yard, which will bring up 3rd and goal at the Panthers' 21-yard line. Same formation for the Cougars. Bennett takes a snap. He's looking for a receiver, and he lobs it up to number 20, and he overthrows number 20, Storm Wilcox. He just overthrew him. as Hoffman was covering him tight there, which will bring up 4th and goal at the 21-yard line. Kadoka Cougars have found its success on 4th down, though, as they're 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions on this drive. Cougars have to, I'm going to guess they're going to go for the pass here, as they have to get into the end zone. Receiver on the right, receiver on the left. Bennett takes a snap. He drops back, and he throws it up to number 21, who makes a great catch. Reese Sudbeck makes a great catch. And Sprick believes that there was a push-off there by Sudbeck, but Sudbeck comes up with a great catch to put the Cougars on the board again. Brings a score, 34-14. The Cougars went 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions there on that possession. And both weren't short distance conversions either. Cougars come out in the same formation for the 2-point conversion. Bennett takes a snap, and he throws it up to Sudbeck again, but it is dropped as Sprick tackles him and he just lodges the ball out, and we'll be right back.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree.
And we're back with some more football action. And the Kadoka Cougars are kicking off to the Panthers, as Kadoka just scored, as Reese Sudbeck made a great catch for the touchdown. Brings a score of 34-14. And it looks like Hunter Johnson will be kicking off to Xavier Marshall and Trevor Sprick, I believe. Cougars found, well, actually it's an onside, and the Panthers, looks like Marshall dove on it. Panthers will take possession of the ball about their own 39-yard line. Kadoka Cougars on that last drive went 3 for 3 on 4th downs. Panthers couldn't quite stop the pass on that drive, as now they take the ball and they'll be looking to run the timeout as they hold a 34-14 lead. Hoffman on center with Nelson at fullback and Marshall at halfback. Hoffman takes it, hands it off to Nelson, who sneaks through a hole and a couple tackles to gain about 4 yards on the play, which will bring up 2nd and 6. Panthers have gone to the run tonight a lot. You gotta give credit to that offensive line, as they're making holes for those running backs to go through, and they're making some pretty great blocks out there for those running backs to keep on going. Same formation. Nope, actually, we got a receiver out to the left. Hoffman takes the ball, hands it off to Marshall, who gets a block and has wide open field, and is tackled by number 20, 54, and 34. Which is Storm Wilcox, Marcus Herbert, and I believe Stanley Colbert on the tackles. A great run by Marshall to get the Panthers into the Kadoka Cougars territory. Bring up first down. Panthers at their 43-yard line. Panthers in an I formation. Looks like Foxley in at wing back. Hoffman takes a snap and hands it off to Nelson, who runs to the outside a little bit and gains about 3 yards on the play to bring up 2nd and 7. Panthers at the 40-yard line now. .322 left in the quarter. Looks like Hoffman may be coming out of the game. Timeout by the Kadoka Cougars. We'll be right back.
Affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City, stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves Bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
And we're back after that timeout by the Cougars. 2nd and 7 for the Panthers at the Kadoka Cougars 40-yard line. Looks like Hoffman's still out there under center. Takes the handoff, or hands it off to, I believe that was Peyton Nelson, who gains the first down for the Black Panthers. Oh, correction, Trevor Sprick was the ball carrier on the play. Panthers are at the 32-yard line. 3:14 remaining in the final quarter. Panthers taking their time, so they want that clock to run down as they hold a 34-14 lead. Panthers are in an I formation. Hoffman under center. Hoffman takes a snap and pitches it to number 22. I believe it's Cade Starr, who's seeing some varsity time, and he runs for about 5 or so yards after being pushed out of bounds. Actually, he was tackled, not pushed out of bounds. That'll bring up about 2nd and 5. Actually, he's gained more than 5. It's about 2nd and 2, so 8-yard gain by Starr. And the Cougars taking another timeout. We'll be right back.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
And we're back after that Kadoka Cougar timeout. The Panthers are looking to run out the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the game. Hoffman hands it off to number 24, Peyton Nelson, who just runs right up the middle, and there's no Kadoka Cougar to stop him. Nelson scores again for the Panthers. Brings the score 40-14. It's a great run by Nelson, and great job by those linemen to get that hole there for Nelson to run right up there. There wasn't a safety to stop him. Panthers going for 2 here. Looks like we're in I formation. Hoffman takes a snap and pitches it to number 22, Cade Starr, who sheds a hit. And number 23 lays a late hit on Hoffman, which he will be penalized for. Cade Starr brings it in for the Panthers for the 2 points, which will bring the score 42-14. We'll be right back.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
We're back to the game as the Panthers are going to be kicking off to the Cougars, who number 18, Peyton Lobiel, and number 80, Brian Lettler, will be receiving DeGroat's kick as the Panthers just scored off a 24-yard run by Nelson. 2-point conversion was good. And the Panthers will be kicking off at the Kadoka. They'll be kicking off at the Kadoka Cougars 45-yard line as there was a personal foul at the end of the play. A late hit on the quarterback was called. This could put the Cougars in not so good field position for 2:23 left in the game. DeGroat kicks the ball right to number 18, Lobiel, who runs up the middle, and he's got a few blocks. And they'll start the drive at the 25-yard line. 4 Panthers on the tackle there. So Nelson having a big game as he had an interception return, and he's had 2 rushing touchdowns, I believe. And there's a timeout by the Panthers. We'll be right back.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves Bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product. It's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on.
And we're back after Platte-Geddes timeout. Kadoka Cougars will be taking the ball at their own 25-yard line, and number 18 pitches to Loybiel. Correction, Lettler. And it looks like the Cougars have a new quarterback as they took out Bennett. That was about a loss of a yard for the Cougars, which brings up about 2nd and 11 at their own 24-yard line. Looks like Loybiel is the new quarterback for the Cougars. And he hands off to number 80, Brian Lettler, who gains about 2 to 3 yards on the play. Gained about 3 yards, which brings up 3rd and 8 for the Cougars. Looks like the Panthers will hold on to this one. The clock is ticking down it's now at 1:05. And Cougars come out in a shotgun formation, single receiver to the left. Takes the snap, and it looks like he's just going to keep it and run. And he finds some room down the sideline, and looks like number 26, Stuart Van Zee, was the first one to make the tackle. And he made great tackle as he kept the quarterback at the line of scrimmage. Which brings up 4th and 8 for the Kadoka Cougars. 26 seconds left in the quarter. It looks like we have a timeout taken by the Kadoka Cougars. We'll be right back.
Terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
And we're back to the game as the Kadoka Cougars are in a 4th and 8 situation, and they snap the ball, and it looks like they're going to throw it, and Loybiel throws it way short from his intended receiver, which looks like it was number 80, Brian Lettler. 20 seconds remaining in the game. Panthers 42-14. Panthers will take charge of the possession. The ball will be at the 27-yard line. And it looks like the Panthers have put in all their backups on offense. As looks like Foxley is the new quarterback, and it looks like Kadoka put in all their backups on defense also. And Foxley under the center in an I formation. He takes a kneel, and it looks like that'll be the end of the game as the clock will wind down. Platte-Geddes will win 42-14 on this homecoming night. It's a great win for the Panthers, their first one of the season, and it comes at a great time during the homecoming week. And the volleyball girls also got a win during homecoming week. And first win of the season is always a good one. And the Panthers showed dominance on their running game today, and they also showed some life in the passing game. As the first half actually, they took charge 22-0 on the Kadoka Cougars. Then the Cougars fought back in the third quarter as they scored a touchdown, and the Panthers responded back to them scoring. And in the fourth quarter, Kadoka and Platte both scored again. It was a great game. Kadoka just couldn't find an answer to the Platte-Geddes running game, which you got to give credit to those linemen. They made the holes for the running backs, and the running backs made the cuts that they needed to make. And our next Black Panthers live game will be the volleyball game next Tuesday, the 20th, I believe, against the Berg South Central, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And it looks like we'll be signing off. Bye.